Knits, episode 12. Thanks for joining me. I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into my works in progress. In my flower bag right here that I have by Lois, Knitting's My Bag. This is kind of what it looks like when it's sealed up. I really love it. I love her bags. They're really cute. And I have two projects in this bag. The first project is on my opal yarn that I have. And this one has a stellina in it. I'm sorry, I'm looking at my notes. It has a stellina in it, so it's sparkly. So here it is. This is what it looks like. You can kind of see the sparkly in it. And I'm using my Knit Pro Zings. This is the first time I've used them on a pair of socks because I just got them the last time I podcast. And I like them. And so I'm using size 2, 2.75 needle. And I finished my first sock except for the heel. I haven't put the heel in yet. And I'm doing the afterthought heel. And the afterthought heel is going to go right here where this yellow line is. So I'm kind of curious to see how this feels on, because it feels a little bit rougher because it has the stellina in it, the sparkly. So I'm curious to see how that works. And then the next project that I have in that bag is this Regia Floramania color. And this is, I saw this on Instagram, I think. And I was like, oh my gosh, that is really cool. It's very 80s, but I wanted it. So I got that, and here it is. I just started this one. So this one's kind of new on the needles. I haven't got into the other color yet. I just put the cuff on it for a pair of socks. And so this one is, I'm using size 2, 2.75. And I went to dinner with some of my friends this week. I went to a place downtown, and we happened to be, from where we parked to where we were walking, we hit a yarn shop. I was like, whoa, it's one I never had been in. It was new, I guess. And I've been looking for some Addi flip sticks. And I was like, when I went in there, they had them. I was like, whoa, I'm going to get a pair. So I got a pair of flip sticks, and I didn't have to pay shipping, which was cool. And the flip sticks are, they're size 2, 2.75, which is the size that I prefer. But on one end of the needle, I don't know if you can see this, that's why it's called a flip stick. It's pointier. And then on, like the red needle, for example, this is the pointy end. And then on the other end of the needle, it's more dull. So if you prefer to have like a yarn that you don't want to split because it's really splitty or something, you could use this duller side. Or if you were trying to do, I don't know, like cables or some kind of intricate knit stitch where you needed a pointier needle, then you could just use the side of the needle, like the side of the needle that's pointier. So I thought these were cool. And so they're all different colors. They're like 4 different colors, or yeah, like 4 different colors. These are the colors that it comes in. One little set comes in all these colors, and then you have the pointy side or the not pointy side, depending upon whatever you want to use. And I kind of like it. It's kind of neat. So I definitely am glad, and I'll check back in with you if I like these needles going forward. I mean, I like them right now, so I'm sure they're fine. So that is my second project in that bag. And then the next project that I did some work on is my sock yarn blanket. Let me see if I can, where did I put it? Oh, here it is. Sorry. Okay, and so I did it, I have it in my, another bag by Lois, Knitting's My Bag. And this is a fox bag. This is really cute. And so I have my sock yarn blanket, and this is my my knit version of the sock yarn blanket. I have a crocheted version also. And so I've added some more squares since last week, or last time I podcast. What I'm using is a pattern called Knitted Patchwork Recipe, and it's by Martine Ellis. And I'm using my Knitter's Pride Carbons needles. And I believe the new ones for this week are this, and this. So I think I put on 4 new squares. I think I just had the 6 on. Oh, actually, this is new too. I think I partially had this on last time I was. So, and I'm really enjoying this. Yep, and so it's just sock yarn. And most of these squares, these 3 and this purple one were... what was the brand? Oh, Tofootsies. So, and they were all this Tofootsies. I have, like this one is this one right here. So I had these left over because I remember I was making those fingerless mitts where I was switching out colors and stuff. And yeah, so I have lots of different colors of this Tofootsies. So I was going to go ahead and add that to the blanket. So like I had this. And, oops, there goes the pink. But you get the idea. So I was going to just add a little square of those colors in next. So that's cute. So I really do like this project. Okay, and then I was using, we're just going to show what needles I was using. The Knitter's Pride Carbons. And I was using the 8-inch, you know. It's 8-inch from tip to tip. Size 2, 2.75. And I really like those for this project. Okay, and then the next thing that I did some work on is I went on kind of a long car ride up to Denver and up to the airport actually to pick someone up. And it was cold and I had flip-flops on. It was like snowing. I don't even know. I didn't realize that it was going to snow. Or I wouldn't have worn flip-flops. But anyway, but I had my blanket with me, so I was like, right on. I put it on my lap and I crocheted on it. So I just really, I think that I did from, I think it was about here or so. I did all this part. So every time I show this blanket, it gets kind of, the screen can't focus and it gets kind of weird. So I'm just going to show the new part that I worked on. So, yep. And then this is actually... my crocheted blanket, size F crochet hook, and I'm using leftovers of sock yarn, you know, that I had left over from different socks and stuff that I had knit. And the pattern is called Granny Stripes Blanket. It's by Lucy of Attic 24 blog. So, and I actually have it on my Ravelry page if you want to go see like how many stitches I started with. I think it was like somewhere around 225 or so, something like that. So, and it's all written out in the pattern notes. So, on my and I'm under World Peas 00, World Peas 00 in Ravelry. So if you needed to go see how many I started with, and mine covers me like definitely just one person really. And then mine's really long. It comes up to like here and covers my feet. And I'm like 6'2". So yeah. So I really like that. I'm almost done with that. I think I'm going to put maybe about this much more or so on it. Because I kind of want it to like cover under my feet, like wrap around. So, and then the next project that I have is a pair of socks that I've been working on. And it's in this opal yarn colorway. It has a color number 7952, and it stripes. Let me show you. So it's really cool. So that's my afterthought. That's where I'm going to put my heel. But it creates these stripes automatically, you know. So you just knit. Just go ahead and knit, you know, the ball as it is, and it makes the stripes. My girlfriend, I went out to coffee with her today, and she was like, "Are you putting different colored yarns in there?" I was like, "No, I'm just knitting, and it just makes the stripes." That's how sophisticated the dyeing has become, and she just couldn't believe it. She thought I was like putting in and out different colors, and I was like, "No." It's kind of funny, but you know what? That's what you would think. You know, that's how they used to do it, I guess, before they started with all of these sophisticated dyeing techniques. And I'm using my Knitter's Pride Carbons, size 2, 2.75 for these. Okay, and then the next project that I have is a project that I pulled out. I started it a while ago. It's just in a little basket that I had, like an older basket. And I have, so it's Knit Picks Felici, and it is, there's the colorway. It's right on the front there. Looks like Glacier is the name. And it's color number 26744. I don't know that you'll find this color because I believe that I've had it for a while. So I don't think it's like new or anything. And I think you would have had to have bought it when they had it at the Knit Picks site. But so on this, I started some Rose City rollers. And here we go. Let's see, and I know it's a shocker to see me not doing an afterthought heel because that's all I do. But there's the beginning of the sock, and so these are meant to be like summer shorty socks, you know. So I'm excited about these. I want to go ahead and get working on these a little more. And you know what's interesting is I was kind of thinking about the Tea Party sock, how it had the big wide stripe. That didn't, the color it was not very defined between two of the colors. This one seems to have, it does have that kind of a, it has the definition, I think, between all of the different colors. Like you can tell that this is one color and that's one color and that's one color. Unlike on the Tea Party ones. But these are kind of closely related. So anyway, so I'll keep you updated on the progress with this. And this was size 2, 2.75 needles also. Okay, and then the next thing, let's see what's next. Let me look at my notes. Oh, okay, it's a mini skein swap that I signed up for with the Grocery Girls. And my partner, I just got my partner, I was waiting. And her name's Nancy, and she lives in New Zealand. So that'll be interesting what yarns that I'll get from her for my sock yarn blanket. So, excuse me. So, I just thought I would show you, I started working on what I'm going to send her. And, you know, if she sees it, it's, you know, I'm not trying to spoil it for her or anything. But I decided I really like it when people send yarn that is wound up in a ball and ready to go. So then I could just knit with it. So, I had this old egg carton that I had saved. I personally don't eat eggs, but I had saved it because I thought it would be useful for this project, and I kind of thought, well, this is what I'm gonna do. This one is a little bit big because I haven't weighed it yet, but these are all within the weight limit of the exchange. It's supposed to be 10 gram mini skeins. And so I thought that would be cool to put all the balls in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and send them off to her. And hopefully this is nice because then she can just start using them. She doesn't have to take them from skein form and then make them, you know, in a ball so that she can then use them or do a center pull ball or whatever. So I thought I would just show that with you because I kind of thought that was kind of cool, you know. So I think I'll do that from now on when I'm doing exchanges because it's just kind of nice to get started and just be able to work with the yarn right away. And so the last part I was going to show you was my finished objects. Okay, so I finished these Tea Party socks finally. So here they are. They're Knit Picks Felici Tea Party, 64 stitches around. I used size 2, 2.75 Caspian needles, and I did the Afterthought heel pattern. You know what I did on this one is normally when you do the decreases for the toes or the heels, you do, and this was from the Love Sock Wool podcast. She had said to do this, or she said that she noticed that when you do, like, so here's the toe. Let me just show you the difference. The toe was done the original way you do decreases, where you do, you knit one, and then you do a decrease where you're knitting two together. And it kind of makes this little, like, hole when you're wearing the sock. I don't know if I can show it to you, but it kind of pulls apart like that, right there. Do you see that little line like that? And when she said that, I was like, yeah, I don't like that either. It seems very thin right there, and that you could break a stitch or something like that while you're wearing it. And she had an idea where, what if you didn't, instead of just doing the one stitch and then the decrease, to do two stitches, two knit stitches, and then the decrease. And so that's what I did with my heels on these socks. And so they have kind of a wider band on the side for the decrease, because I knit two stitches, then I did the knit two together. And I did that all the way around for the heels on this. And I was wondering if they would last longer. So I will let you know. But I decided, so see, I don't see that. I don't know if you can see it. But you can't really see that big gap as much. Maybe that's not a good example. Here's the other side. It doesn't look as thin. Well, I guess it's over here now. But I will let you know how that wears, if that wears any better, because I did the knit two before I did the decrease, and then I did the decrease, and then I did knit two on the back side. So so we'll see how that goes, if they wear any better. But there's my socks with my new thing that I tried on the heels. I didn't have it on the toes because I hadn't heard about it at that point, but I did do it on the heels. So I'll let you know about that. And I wanted to show one other item which I used this week, which is kind of like a hippie thing, or a hippie flower girl, I don't even know. But I wore it as a belt. But it was meant originally for like a headband, like, you know, like this. And you're supposed to like tie it on, like really hippie. And I'm from San Francisco, so I can say that, right? And I'm kind of a little bit of a hippie girl. Anyway, but, or you could wear it like this, like up into your hair, you know? But I just thought I would show it to you, because I had just washed it, and I was kind of pressing the flowers out again. But I just thought it was really cute. And if you want me to, I will look for the pattern that I used. I looked through Ravelry to try to find the pattern. And basically I did just a long chain with crochet cotton. And then I made all of these flowers. And I just sewed them on there. And they're just kind of like, it's kind of like a daisy. And then it has a leaf, and then a daisy, and then a leaf. But, yeah, I was ironing it this week, and I thought, oh, well, I might show that on the podcast. Maybe someone would be interested in making that. And I can look to see what a magazine it came out of, if you want to know the pattern name. But it was like an older magazine, and I made it like probably last year or the year before. So, but I thought I would show it to you because it's kind of cool, you know, especially with summer coming. And then sometimes I wear it just like a scarf, you know, like flipped around my neck, you know. Of course, not over my hair like that. And now it's got in my ring. Oh my gosh. But sometimes I would wear it like just around my neck, you know, with my ring dangling off the end. Because that's classy. Okay, they got it loose. Okay, so sometimes I might wear it like that or something like that too. But anyway, I thought it was kind of cute, little accessory. All right, well, thanks for joining me. Come back next time. Thanks. Bye.